You're watching PHL 17. All eyes will be on Capitol Hill today as President Trump's embattled Supreme Court nominee and his accuser testify in front of the Senate Judiciary Committee. The new developments and the new accusations coming up. Also developing this morning, police in parts of Bucks County are telling residents to lock their doors as the manhunt intensifies for an alleged child rapist. Our Kyrie Stewart is standing by with the latest developments. And don't put that umbrella away so fast, folks. We are looking outside live there from our PHL 17 sky cam. Nice to see the sun yesterday, but more rain could be on the way. Our Jason Lee timing it out for us. It's now 5 a.m. PHL 17 Morning News starts now. Glad you're with us on this Thursday morning, everybody. I'm Jennifer Lewis Hall, joined by Jenna and Jay. Needed that jacket this morning, guys. I felt chilly.
Yeah.
Did you really?
I did feel a little bit chilly. We were saying it was a little bit breezy, but it was nice because yesterday was so humid.
It was beautiful to see the sun, though.
Yeah.
It was nice to see the sun, but yeah, very muggy yesterday. I felt great this morning.
Do you?
Didn't need the jacket. It was like it was like Goldilocks weather. Not too hot, not too cold.
Wow.
But just
We're
right.
going to channel some of this good energy,
It's
Jay.
like the porridge. That's what it's
We
like this morning. Now later on today, maybe not so much because we are tracking some more showers, but wait till you hear about the weekend. You know what that is, my friends? That's a tease. There's PHL 17 Skycam. Commodore Barry Bridge this morning looking good. A few clouds out there, but yeah, we're tracking a lot of rain. In fact, so much we already have a flood watch posted for most of the area. This runs until 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. Rain arrives later on, early evening hours thereabouts, kind of lingers into tomorrow morning. So most of the day today should be dry, but we're anticipating some rain. 64 degrees right now, humidity 67%, winds kicking up a little bit out of the north at 12 miles an hour. Some weather headlines to toss your way. Cloudy and overcast today. Showers possible this morning. Heavy rain tonight into tomorrow, but you're going to love the weekend. I think I already said that, but it's so nice. We'll say it twice. Here is Futurecast, some cloud cover, and there's the possibility of maybe a quick passing shower for some of us for the drive into work. But again, we are mainly dry today, but watch what happens right around dinner time, just after the drive home. Rain starts to arrive in parts of Chester and Montgomery County. Just gets heavier as we get into the overnight into tomorrow morning as well. But by tomorrow afternoon, the system finally pulls out of the way. That's when things really start to dry up around here. So it's a dry weekend and dry weather into next week as well. But mostly cloudy skies today. Maybe a quick passing shower with heavy rain arriving later tonight. The high today will be 70. 7 down, 17 in just a bit right now. We check the roads. Jenna Meister, happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday, Jay. I am all ears for that weekend forecast. I have a feeling it's going to be good news. And I've got some good news right now. We head on to the Vine Expressway here, taking a look. We are open again in both directions between Broad Street and the Schuylkill Expressway. We can see not too many folks are out on the Vine right now, but all of that overnight road work has since cleared. So if you're heading out, you're able to use I-676 through Center City this morning. Now, Ridge Pike, we had a big problem there yesterday and another problem this morning. Ridge Pike at Joshua Road is closed right now with a downed tree. So crews, they are on scene trying to remove that, but for the time being, Germantown Pike, that is going to be your alternate. It is still dark out there, so just be careful if you're traveling around Ridge Pike this morning. And back onto the Walt Whitman Bridge, if you're heading into Philadelphia from New Jersey, we have a right lane blocked heading westbound. That's all due to a disabled tractor trailer. Now, it's been there for about 10 minutes. We're really not seeing any delays over the Walt Whitman Bridge, but I'll bring you updates on this throughout the morning. And coming up, we'll check on those drive times. And as Jason Lee would say, Jen, that, my friends, is a tease.
We got it. Thank you, Jenna. Well, developing this morning, folks, the manhunt is intensifying in Bucks County, that is, for an alleged child rapist who has been on the run for nearly a week. PHL 17's Kyrie Stewart joins us live from the Satellite Center with the very latest on this. Kyrie.
Well, Jen, police say that this guy is armed and very dangerous. They're even telling residents to lock their doors as they widen their search area. Now, police have spent the past 5 days looking for this man, 47-year-old David Hamilton. Now, according to police, he allegedly raped 2 young sisters multiple times over the past 5 years. They say that he stole this car, a 2016 white Toyota Avalon with the license plates PD37 59P. Now, police recently arrested this woman. Her name is Meredith Custodio. She's a home health care aide to an elderly woman in Fox Run. Police say that she may have sheltered Hamilton in that elderly woman's home from Friday or Saturday night through Tuesday night. Now, last Friday, authorities say that a New Hope police officer tried to arrest Hamilton, but Hamilton assaulted the officer and attempted to take their gun, and he was able to get away. Now, authorities have been scouring the woods for Hamilton ever since. As you can see from this video right here, police think that he may be hiding out in the woods along the Delaware River between the PA and New Jersey state line. In fact, a hunter even captured a photo, the one you see right here, of Hamilton on Stony Hill Road in Solebury Township. Investigators say that Hamilton has an extensive military background as a cavalry scout, which may give him some skills in the woods. Surveillance video from a Target store in that area also caught Hamilton buying a white tent with a red top. Now, again, police say that Hamilton is armed and dangerous. The U.S. Marshals are also involved in that search. They're offering a $1,000 reward for information leading to an arrest. Jen?
All right, Kyrie, thank you for that update. Well, Philadelphia police are ramping up efforts to solve 2 separate hit and runs. Police are offering a $5,000 reward for information in the first case that left a 9-year-old severely injured. We first told you about this story earlier this month. The young girl was riding her bike near 2nd Street and Lindley Avenue in Olney when she was plowed down by a Cadillac SRX. Police believe that they have recovered the SUV involved, but it is still unclear who was behind the wheel. Now, in the second incident that happened on 17th Street, that's near West Allegheny in North Philadelphia, investigators say that the 17-year-old woman there was standing next to her double-parked car when she was hit and severely injured. Now, the vehicle involved is described as a 2013 or newer Jeep Grand Cherokee. A $5,000 reward is also being offered in that incident. Meantime, the FBI and the Lower Merion Township Police are asking for the public's help identifying this man. They are calling him the Gray Bandit. Authorities say that he robbed a TD Bank near Lancaster and Pembroke Avenues last Friday. They say the masked thief approached the teller line and demanded money. He made off with an unknown amount of cash. And Philadelphia police are also working with the FBI to capture this man. Police say that he robbed the bank inside the Acme near Cottman Ave and Large Street Tuesday evening. Police say that he was wearing a cap that said Fila at the time. Now, it's unclear how much money he got away with, but a reward is also being offered for information leading to an arrest. And anyone with information either on any of these cases is certainly asked to call police. And topping news from Washington this morning, all eyes will be on Capitol Hill today as President Trump's Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh and one of the women who is accusing him of sexual misconduct will publicly testify. This morning, the president is insisting the allegations against Kavanaugh are publicly motivated. Andy Rose has the latest developments and accusations.
President Donald Trump held a rare news conference Wednesday, spending much of it defending his Supreme Court nominee, Judge Brett Kavanaugh, against sexual misconduct accusations.
These are all false to me. These are false accusations.
The president went on to compare himself to Kavanaugh, saying he has had to deal with something similar.
I've had a lot of false charges made against me. I'm a very famous person. People want fame, they want money, they want whatever. So when I see it, I view it differently than somebody sitting home watching television.
And more allegations revealed less than a day before what promises to be a dramatic hearing in front of the Senate Judiciary Committee. Kavanaugh has denied all allegations. Trump says he'll watch the testimony of Kavanaugh and his first accuser, Christine Blasey Ford, suggesting he could change his mind about her claim.
They're giving the women a major chance to speak. Now, it's possible I'll hear that and I'll say, hey, I'm changing my mind.
Trump also may be changing his mind about meeting with Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein Thursday, saying he would prefer Rosenstein keep his job. Rosenstein has denied he ever broached the idea to record Trump or thought about invoking the 25th Amendment.
I may call Rod tonight or tomorrow and ask for a little bit of a delay to the meeting because I don't want to do anything that gets in the way of this very important Supreme Court pick.
Ford is scheduled to testify before the Senate Judiciary Committee Thursday. I'm Andy Rose reporting.
Well, the legal team of Christine Blasey Ford released this photo of her taking a polygraph test. And according to the Examiner, Blasey Ford's test was void of deception, meaning she passed. Now, the August 7th examination consisted of a one-page handwritten statement by Ford, along with an interview and 2 questions. The college professor was asked if any part of her statement was false, referring to the claim that Kavanaugh tried to sexually assault her. In addition, she was asked if she made up any part of her statement. Coming up, this 911 dispatcher got an unusual call. It was from a kid needing help with his homework. We have the adorable conversation next. Plus, our Jason Lee will school us on the weather. See what we did, Jay?
I see what you did. Yeah, the lesson today, Jen, always take along your umbrella. Tracking more rain. Details after the break.
Don't know much biology. Don't know much about a science book.
When you come from here, it's hard to get to here or here. I've spent my career fighting for Lehigh Valley voices to be heard and for opportunities to be created. I became an attorney because my mom took me to the picket lines as a teenager and taught me about fighting for workers' rights, standing up for your beliefs. I'm Susan Wild, and I approve this message. I'll work to make sure anyone who comes from here has a chance to get here.
You never know when you're going to need a little extra help. The award-winning 2018 Nissan Altima. Featuring standard automatic emergency braking that could stop for you. Hurry in for model year-end savings on the last of the 2018 Altimas.
Get 0% financing for 60 months on the 2018 Altima or sign and drive the 2018 Sentra.
Now the most exciting tech you own is in your driveway.
Well, check this out. A woman manages to walk away from an explosion that destroyed her SUV with her inside. The blast was caught on surveillance video in a Cincinnati, Ohio parking lot. The woman was able to get out of the burning Honda on her own power and was later taken to a hospital. Now, investigators are trying to figure out what triggered the explosion. They believe a propane tank in the back of the SUV may have played a role. Wow. Well, dozens of North Carolina law enforcement officers, along with surge dogs, are continuing to look for 6-year-old Maddox Rich. He has autism. He went missing last Saturday. In a press conference yesterday, his dad said that he was with Maddox at a local park right before he went missing. His dad says a jogger ran by Maddox, which prompted him to start jogging behind the runner. Well, that's when the dad claims that Maddox ran away too quickly for him to keep up, and his son hasn't been seen since. It is now 5:12. Well, a child in Colorado recently called 911 because he needed urgent help. But this wasn't because of an emergency situation. This was a homework emergency. Kelly Worthman has that story.
911, what's the address of the emergency?
When a call comes in to 911, Chris Clow is ready for whatever may be on the other end of the line.
Some people have grown to think of 911 as a catch-all for I need help with something, I don't know who to call.
But a recent call caught this Fort Collins dispatcher a bit off guard.
911, what's the address of your emergency?
Hi, yeah, this is an emergency, but I'm 10 years old and I'm working on my math homework right now, and I can't figure out what 71 divided by 3052 is.
I don't generally have a calculator ready to go.
Without missing a beat, Chris did what he does best.
I could try to help you. I don't know how to do that off the top of my head either at the moment, so.
Okay, thanks.
After a quick adjustment of the equation,
At first he was confused because he had it backwards.
Chris helped the kid in the midst of a math crisis.
Just doing it on a calculator, it's 42.98, which you would round up to like 43.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
While homework woes are no reason to call 911, Chris is happy he could help.
I don't think a lot of people would have had the compassion and the patience that you did.
Right. It's important to try to give them that service whenever we can.
Is that all you needed?
Yeah.
All right, I'll let you go.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Oh, wow. Chris, you've got a lot of patience there.
Favorite story of the day.
That's fantastic.
Has to be that one.
I love that.
That's
I need help with some of my recipes. Chris, stand by. I'm just saying. Because he's like, is that all? You good? Yeah. He's going to get a few more calls.
I was going to say, I have a feeling he might be hearing from that gentleman again.
Yeah.
How cute was that?
That was the best.
awesome.
And I love the kids' reaction. Oh, okay. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Okay, bye.
Yeah, until next time. Next week, it's social studies. Trust me.
Listen, let me tell you something. As the father of a kid in elementary school doing any math these days, I give Chris credit.
I do. And I liked how he went to the calculator, though. He's like, I cannot do this off the top of my head. Thank you, parents.
Yeah,
I agree.
exactly.
Pull out that calculator, right?
Yep.
Today, I guess we're calculating some of this rain, Jay. If it adds up even like one little bit, I'm going to call Chris.
You're going to call Chris?
Yeah, and see what he can do about it.
We have an emergency. The sun's been missing for weeks.
We live in Seattle, but it's really Philly.
You know, it does seem like Seattle, doesn't it?
Yeah,
it's
Jenna
raining
said
every
that.
single day. Yeah, Jenna's exactly right. There's PHL 17 Skycam, Talon Energy Stadium. Rough night for the Union last night. We've got the highlights coming up in just a second, but let's talk about the highlights weather-wise. No highlights today or tomorrow, but the weekend, that's where the highlights come in. I'll show you that in just a second. 64 degrees right now. Dew point number is low. That feels good out there. The mugginess yesterday, totally gone. Winds out of the north at 12 miles an hour, so a bit of a breeze as you step outside. Hold on to your hats, as they say. All right, here is our satellite picture. We've got a lot of activity down to our southwest. These two systems kind of converge together and head in our direction later on this afternoon, more like early this evening, pretty much right after you folks drive home, like around dinner time. See the raindrops start to fall in parts of the area. It'll just get heavier as we get later and actually, well, earlier into tomorrow morning. Here's Futurecast. Cloudy skies, maybe a quick passing shower for some of us this morning. Put this into motion. Actually, a couple breaks of sunshine before the rain starts to arrive. There's that system creeping up, and as we get toward 6, 7 o'clock or so, it starts to rain in parts of the region, mainly north of the city, but then everybody gets the rain overnight, heavy at times into tomorrow morning. By tomorrow afternoon, the system is out of the way, and that's when things really start to dry out, setting us up for a very nice weekend and very nice conditions heading into next week. But before we get to that point, we've got this flood watch posted for most of the area that runs until 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. So brace yourselves for even more rain, but some nice weather on the back end of that. Mostly cloudy skies, maybe a shower, and 70. Heavy rain tonight, 62. Morning rain tomorrow, then overcast and 70 degrees. 7 down, 17. Look at the weekend after the rain tomorrow. Sunshine Saturday and Sunday, and sunshine Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Nice temperatures there as well. Let's get a check of the drive-in right now for a Thursday. Jenna Meisner, what's going on?
Not much, Jay. We just watched some construction clear on the Schuylkill Expressway. So finally a morning where right now on the Schuylkill you don't need your windshield wipers. We had some construction near Gulf Mills and the Blue Route this morning on both the eastbound and the westbound side. That is no longer an issue, so all of our lanes there are open, and we can see outside traffic is just moving along. So that eastbound side as you head towards the Vine Expressway, 14 minutes, a minute longer. On the westbound side as you head towards the Blue Route, about 15 minutes. And remember, the Vine Expressway open from overnight construction, but set to close again tonight for our weekly construction there. Now into Middletown Township, we had some big problems on Route 1 yesterday, major accidents. This morning we're just watching some construction in the area. So on 295 eastbound, that's formerly 95 there, between Business Route 1 and Route 1, we have our right lane blocked with some construction that should be clearing shortly. And luckily, Jen, we're not seeing any delays in the area.
All right, that is good news. Thank you, Jenna. Well, last winter's death toll from the flu was the highest in at least 4 decades. The director of the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention told the Associated Press that an estimated 80,000 Americans died of flu and its complications last winter. The CDC says that flu-related deaths have ranged from 12 to 56,000 in recent years. And get this, changing up your diet could help you slash your risk for depression. According to a new study, a Mediterranean diet rich in fruit, veggies, nuts, fish, and plants can cut depression risk by 24%. The Mediterranean diet is low in saturated fat, sugar, and processed additives. A diet high in saturated fat, however, sugar and processed food, was associated with an increased likelihood of depression. Well, coming up, some good news about the divorce rate in the U.S. It's dropping, and we'll tell you why when PHL 17 Morning News returns. Stay with us.
PHL 17 Morning News is brought to you by PA Leadership Charter School. PALCS makes it possible. FC Kerbeck's $199 down month-end countdown is on. Your choice, Cadillac XTS or SRX, just $21,990, or $199 down delivers over 200 Cadillacs. Low 2.89% APR financing. Cadillac XTS or SRX, $21,990, or $199 down delivers. Low 2.89% APR financing ends September 29th. XTS or SRX, $199 down delivers at FC Kerbeck.
Come join us. This Saturday at Mealy's Furniture for one day only. Save 60% store-wide with no interest financing and free delivery. It's Mealy's Saturday Super Sale. Save 60% or more on everything in our showroom, plus free delivery and setup. Shop all the styles you love, including our Rachel Ray collection at the Saturday Super Sale. This Saturday only at Mealy's.
Mealy's Furniture, just what you're looking for.
Senator Robert Menendez of New Jersey has been indicted.
A 14-count felony corruption indictment. He solicited and accepted extravagant gifts from Florida doctor Salomon Melgen.
Free flights on his private jet, frequent use of the doctor's luxury Caribbean villa, free romantic getaways, including one with a girlfriend to Paris, and hundreds of thousands of dollars in campaign donations.
Bob Menendez disgraced New Jersey. Time for a change.
I'm Bob Hugan, and I approve this message.
Why shop Marshalls? Because shopping should thrill you.
With big brands at small prices.
For the whole family.
And unexpected finds you never knew you were looking for.
With brands that wow and prices that thrill, Marshalls is never boring and always surprising.
Treat yourself to the latest trends in big-name beauty at surprisingly small prices. Today at Marshalls.
Seen the sun, but you ain't seen it shine.
Oh, a tradition honoring Frank Sinatra, the one and only in his hometown, is being targeted by a hit TV show. The producers of American Idol want Hoboken, New Jersey to stop calling its singing contest Sinatra Idol. Well, every year performers pay tribute to Old Blue Eyes at a park not far from where the crooner was born. Hoboken city officials say that lawyers from American Idol have sent them a cease and desist order claiming copyright infringement. Well, the show will still go on, but most likely with a new name next year. Well, here's some good news this morning. The divorce rate in the U.S. is shrinking, and a new study says that it's thanks in large part to millennials. The study found that the divorce rate dropped by 18% between 2008 and 2016, and researchers say that younger couples are more likely to stay together because they get married when they are older and already have their college degrees. Well, if you like pancakes and you like beer, check this out. IHOP is now getting into crafting beer, and the flavor is being brewed just for the fall season. It's called Pumpkin Pancake Stout, and it is infused with real pancake batter, pumpkin, and maple syrup. And you won't be able to order this, though. This beer at IHOP restaurants, you'll have to go for a bit of a drive to get it. It will only be available in certain beer distributors and festivals in the New York area through October. And in sports news this morning, the Colorado Rockies were looking to keep their playoff hopes alive last night against the Phils at Coors Field. In the bottom of the third, Rockies' David Dahl hits a 3-run homer just over the wall in left field. Now Rockies take an early 3-1 lead. And then in the bottom of the fourth, Charlie Blackmon scores, and Chris Iannetta with an RBI double. Then DJ LeMahieu singles right up the middle to score Blackmon, and Nolan Arnada, that is, had an infield RBI single. Now Rockies win that one 10-3. And on to football now. Philadelphia Eagles wide receiver Alshon Jeffrey has been medically cleared for contact. Jeffrey missed the first 3 games of the regular season after undergoing rotator cuff surgery in the offseason. This news comes after Doug Peterson's press conference yesterday. Jeffrey could play in Week 4, however, against the Tennessee Titans. And Thursday Night Football, well, that is moving to Amazon Prime Video this week for 11 games, and with it comes a first for the NFL. Dynamo. Andrea Kramer and Hannah Storm will become the first all-female duo to call a game for the league. The pair will be the online alternative to the TV broadcast. You can catch the history-making coverage tonight for the matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Los Angeles Rams. And a rough night for the Union at the U.S. Open Cup final in Houston. In the 25th minute, Mauro Manotas scores for the Dynamo. It was his second goal of the first half, and Houston went on to win 3-0. It is their first U.S. Open Cup championship. The Union, however, will play this Saturday in Ohio against the Columbus Crew. Of course, wishing them good luck. Go Union. We'll be right back.
Philadelphia knows toughness. So does Ford F-Series. Now get an F-150 with 0% financing for 72 months or lease for just $199 a month. That's only $199 a month. Ford F-150, official truck of the NFL.
Okay, we're going to talk about cars today. If you were going to design your perfect car, which 3 features would you choose?
Safety with the kids.
Fuel efficiency.
Affordable price.
My dream car would have all of these things.
What if I told you that there was a car that did have everything?
Seriously? Okay.
This is the Chevy Cruze. Go Chevy.
Trade up to get $3,750 total cash allowance on most Cruze models when you finance with GM Financial. Visit ChevyDealer.com.
Juicy marinated steak, fluffy eggs, stacked 3 layers high. Introducing the new $2 Steak and Egg Stacker. Stacked with everything you need to take on your morning. Only at Taco Bell.
I headed a small group of advisors who worked directly for General David Petraeus in Afghanistan. I personally hired Andy Kim to be a member of that team. And Andy served our general, our service members, and our nation with honor and distinction. So when his service is attacked, it's not just wrong, it's offensive. Andy's not a Marine, but I am. And I can tell you, he's a great American, and it was my privilege to serve beside him.
I'm Andy Kim, and I'm honored to approve this message.
My son had a drinking problem at college. I'm glad a friend suggested Al-Anon family groups. Is someone's drinking troubling you? You might be surprised at what you can learn in an Al-Anon family group from people just like you. Call 1-888-4-AL-ANON or go to alanon.org.
When others are in need, they go first. Now it's time to put them first. First responders, all military personnel, veterans, and retirees can now get $750 appreciation cash on top of current offers. All from Ford, America's best-selling brand.
Well, the search is on in South Florida for an escapee who was last seen hopping through a neighborhood. Yes, cell phone video there capturing the kangaroo named Storm on the lam. Authorities with the Florida Fish and Wildlife Commission say the kangaroo escaped from a nearby wildlife sanctuary. Now, the kangaroo was last seen there early Tuesday morning. However, the 6 other kangaroos that lived there, fortunately, did not escape. We're going to hop on over to Jason Lee. Check him out and see what he thinks about that.
I see what you did there.
I'm just wondering from a distance as you take that camera, that video, you know, because they're pretty fierce.
They really are.
Kangaroos.
What kind of a name is Storm for a kangaroo?
I don't know, but I mean, he's a big guy.
Just curious. Hey, speaking of storms, we expect one later on tonight. A lot of rain coming our way. Today, mainly dry. 60s, 64 Philly, 65 Wilmington, 62 Reading, 60 in Allentown. It's a mostly cloudy day. A couple breaks of sunshine here and there. Maybe a quick passing shower, and 70. Heavy rain arrives late this afternoon into early tonight, lasting overnight and into tomorrow morning, and 62. Morning rain, then overcast after that, and once again a high tomorrow of 70 degrees. Jen, we'll send it back to you.
All right, Jay, thank you. I'll take it. Stay with us. We've got a lot more still ahead in our next half hour. And just a reminder, if you're looking for news tonight, check out Action News at 10 right here.